2 days ago, Anthropic released Claude Fable 5. This model was previously limited to restricted lab environments for security research, but it is now available for public use. Fable 5 belongs to the Mythos-class, a fourth model tier designed to sit above the existing Opus, Sonnet, and Haiku models. Anthropic initially limited this intelligence to Project Glasswing, where it was used for high-stakes cybersecurity and genomics research. In recent testing, it achieved state-of-the-art scores across nearly every major industry benchmark. It is currently the most capable AI model available for public use. While accessing this level of intelligence on a standard Pro plan is a first for the industry, its deployment introduces specific costs and data requirements. For most users, the standard approach is to move all existing workflows to the smartest model available the moment it arrives. With Fable 5, that switch has immediate financial consequences. The API token cost is exactly double that of the previous flagship, Opus 4.8. There is also a change in privacy. Fable 5 requires a mandatory 30-day data retention policy, which removes the zero data retention option some organizations require. Choosing between these models is a matter of determining if your specific work requires this much power, or if the upgrade is an unnecessary expense. Anthropic has split this release into two versions. Mythos 5 is reserved for vetted enterprise labs, while Fable 5 is the version released to the general public. Both versions are built on the same underlying architecture and share the same reasoning capabilities. The difference is how they handle safety. Fable 5 uses a live handoff system that scans your prompts for high-risk topics like biology or cybersecurity. If a query is flagged, the system doesn't stop the workflow. It silently passes the task to the weaker Opus 4.8 model to generate a safe response, then notifies you of the change. This setup ensures that Fable 5 can provide maximum power for most tasks, while using invisible guardrails to keep your automations running without interruption. In complex knowledge work, the results are clear. Fable 5 currently holds the top score on the Hebia Finance benchmark for senior-level reasoning and analysis. Its vision capabilities are also significant. It can analyze a single screenshot of a web application and reconstruct the entire underlying source code. However, these high-end results aren't always necessary. Standard tasks like basic drafting, summarizing documents, or writing simple scripts don't see a major benefit from this extra power. This chart compares the API token costs between models. Fable 5's cost for standard tasks is significantly higher than Opus 4.8 or Sonnet. Using a Mythos-class model for routine operations results in a higher bill with no meaningful increase in the quality of your output. The feature that justifies the higher cost of Fable 5 is what Anthropic calls long-horizon autonomy. During a case study with Stripe, Fable 5 executed a codebase migration involving 50 million lines of Ruby. A task that usually takes a full engineering team 2 months was completed in 1 day. When placed in an agent harness, Fable 5 runs for days, spinning up sub-agents to handle multiple project parts simultaneously. The model manages its own progress. It builds its own testing environments, checks its code for errors without needing human oversight. It also uses self-notes to maintain a working memory across millions of tokens, which keeps the model focused on the original goal during long sessions. While Opus 4.8 requires a user to guide it through each step, Fable 5 is built to handle multi-step processes independently. This level of autonomy transitions the user's role. You aren't just writing prompts for a chatbot, you are managing a digital workforce. This pricing document shows the trade-off. Using this model costs $10 per million input tokens and $50 per million output tokens. For those using the Claude.ai Pro plan, Fable 5 will consume your usage limits at double the normal rate. Privacy is the other major factor. Anthropic now enforces a 30-day data retention period for Fable 5 to monitor for potential misuse of its capabilities. This means the zero retention policies relied upon in sectors like healthcare and finance are not available for this specific model. Fable 5's intelligence carries a high operational cost. For organizations with strict data privacy requirements, these terms may be a deal breaker. To find the right model, evaluate your daily workflow. Are you doing routine analysis or building deep agentic systems? For developers needing accuracy on multi-day projects, Fable 5 is the clear choice. If your work involves standard scripting or strict data regulations, the path leads back to Opus 4.8. Opus 4.8 remains a reliable tool for high-volume tasks where data privacy and cost efficiency are the primary concerns. Selecting a model involves balancing the need for raw intelligence against the level of operational friction your workflow can tolerate. Fable 5 functions as a deployable, autonomous agent rather than a conversational chatbot. Moving to this tier requires you to accept higher costs and less control over your data retention. Before making it your default model on Claude.ai, you should audit your upcoming projects to see if they truly benefit from these features. Evaluate your current organizational needs and decide if long-horizon autonomy is a true requirement for your success this year. The distance between simple AI prompting and autonomous deployment has increased. Operating in the correct tier is now a requirement for effective results.